Female veteran humiliated at dog showcase. The crowd jeered as she stepped into the arena, a female veteran in full uniform, standing tall yet visibly tense. Whispers spread through the stands. Many doubted her abilities. Her German Shepherd, Titan, sat quietly by her side, alert but calm, sensing the tension. The announcer smirked. "Let's see what she's got." For a moment, it seemed like humiliation was inevitable. People laughed, cameras zoomed in, and her heart raced. But she held her ground, her hand brushing Titan's fur. What happened next stunned everyone. Titan's first move transformed disbelief into awe, leaving the audience utterly speechless, until her German Shepherd leaves everyone speechless. Before we start, make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. And really, I'm curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country name in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. She stepped through the gate, a female veteran in full uniform, shoulders squared, face calm but eyes alert. Whispers rippled through the crowd. Doubt, curiosity, even ridicule. Many had already written her off, expecting failure before she even moved. Beside her, Titan, her German Shepherd, sat perfectly poised, ears erect, gaze fixed on her every motion. The veteran's pulse quickened, but she took a deep breath, steadying herself. Every eye in the arena seemed to weigh her worth, judging her skills, her courage, and her bond with the dog by the tiniest movement. She met Titan's gaze. They were ready. The moment she stepped forward, murmurs rippled through the stands. Spectators exchanged smirks and skeptical glances, their voices low but sharp, dripping with doubt. Some whispered, questioning why a woman would enter a showcase dominated by seasoned handlers. A few chuckled outright, shaking their heads as if her presence was a joke. She could feel their eyes, heavy and judgmental, pressing against her confidence. Every step she took was measured, careful, yet defiant. Titan mirrored her tension, muscles coiled, ready for anything. Despite the rise in humiliation, she refused to look away. She would not give them the satisfaction. Every whisper fueled her resolve, and every doubtful gaze made her grip on Titan firmer. Titan stood silently beside her, his powerful frame calm yet commanding. Every muscle in his body was coiled, ready to respond to the slightest command. His eyes scanned the arena, alert to the crowd's jeers, the judges' skeptical glances, and the smallest movement in the perimeter. Despite the tension, there was an unmistakable bond between the veteran and her dog, an unspoken understanding. A trust forged over countless hours of training and shared challenges. He lowered his head slightly, pressing gently against her leg, a quiet reassurance. The spectators noticed nothing yet, but Titan's presence was magnetic, silently demanding attention and respect. This was more than a showcase. It was a statement. The announcer's voice boomed through the arena. "Let's see what she can do," he said with a mocking tone. The crowd's laughter rippled, some snickering openly at her. She took a deep breath, Titan at her side, muscles taut and ready. The first challenge was revealed, a complex series of obedience and agility tasks, designed to test skill, timing, and precision. Spectators leaned forward, eyes gleaming with doubt. Titan's gaze never wavered, locked onto her every move. She adjusted her stance, hand resting lightly on his back. Silent words passing between them. They were ready, and nothing could shake their focus. As the veteran and Titan began the first maneuver, a judge waved dismissively, muttering under his breath. The crowd snickered, some pointing fingers, others whispering insults. A small stumble by Titan, caused by an uneven surface, was enough for laughter to erupt. The veteran felt her cheeks flush, heart pounding. Every eye seemed to magnify her mistake, and the arena's energy shifted into ridicule. She clenched her jaw, refusing to let the humiliation break her. Titan glanced up briefly, steadying her with a calm, reassuring look. In that instant, the veteran drew a deep breath, wiping away doubt. Every sneer, every chuckle, every doubtful stare only fueled her determination. This was her moment to prove them wrong. Titan was ready to lead. Titan paused. Ears pricked, then sprang into action with perfect precision. The crowd's laughter faltered as he executed a flawless series of commands, weaving between obstacles, jumping through hoops, and responding instantly to the veteran's subtle hand signals. Every movement was smooth, confident, and impeccably timed. Spectators leaned forward, disbelief spreading across their faces. The veteran's eyes sparkled with a mix of pride and relief. She whispered a single command, barely audible, and Titan responded immediately, performing a maneuver so complex it drew audible gasps. Whispers replaced laughter. Judges stiffened in surprise. Even the announcer's smirk faltered. The arena held its collective breath. Titan wasn't just performing, he was transforming doubt into astonishment. One flawless move at a time. The audience watched in stunned silence as Titan continued his flawless routine. What had begun as ridicule transformed into astonishment. Spectators leaned forward, mouths slightly open, eyes wide, unable to look away. Every jump, every pivot, every precise response from the German Shepherd seemed to defy expectation. Whispers of admiration rippled through the crowd. "Did you see that?" one spectator murmured. "He's incredible," another said, barely believing their eyes. The veteran's confidence grew with every movement, her posture straightening, shoulders squared. Titan mirrored her pride, chest out, tail sweeping gracefully. Even the previously skeptical judges exchanged glances, astonishment softening their frowns. Doubt had no place here. A collective realization swept over everyone. This was more than skill, it was a bond. Unbreakable and undeniable. The judges leaned closer to their desks, pens frozen over their score sheets. Their initial smirks and dismissive expressions had vanished, replaced by wide-eyed astonishment. One judge muttered under her breath, "I didn't think they could pull that off." Another shook his head slowly, a smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. Every calculated movement by Titan seemed to command respect, and the veteran's composure amplified the awe in the room. She and Titan moved as one silent communication. Flawless timing. The arena's energy had shifted entirely. Where doubt once lingered, admiration now reigned. Even the most skeptical faces could not hide their amazement at the display before them. Titan paused for a brief moment, then launched into the most complex sequence yet. He leapt through hoops, pivoted on command, and executed a flawless series of maneuvers that demanded perfect timing and absolute trust. The crowd gasped collectively, some covering their mouths, others leaning forward in disbelief. Cameras clicked nonstop, capturing each breathtaking moment. The veteran's voice was steady, guiding Titan with subtle gestures, her eyes locked on him. Every step they took together seemed like a dance, every movement synchronized flawlessly. The arena buzzed with awe. Whispers turned into excited chatter, disbelief replaced with admiration. Judges scribbled furiously, unable to hide their astonishment. Spectators' applause grew louder, echoing through the stands. At that moment, it was clear. Titan had left everyone utterly speechless. The veteran straightened, chest rising with newfound confidence. The laughter and whispers that had haunted her earlier were gone, replaced by rapt attention and admiration. Titan stood tall beside her, eyes gleaming, proud of every command executed flawlessly. Every skeptical face in the arena now reflected respect, even awe. Officer and dog had transformed the energy of the room. Where doubt and ridicule once lingered, belief and wonder now filled the air. She let herself breathe fully for the first time, feeling the weight of judgment lift. Their performance had silenced critics, erased humiliation, and reminded everyone that skill, trust, and courage could overcome any prejudice. The crowd rose to their feet, applause roaring through the arena. The veteran knelt, running her hand along Titan's back, whispering words of praise. Tears glistened in her eyes as she looked out at the audience, realizing the weight of what they had just witnessed. Judges smiled, nodding in admiration. Their earlier skepticism completely vanished. Spectators wiped away tears or gasped, stunned by the display of loyalty, precision, and courage. Cameras captured every heartwarming moment, every proud glance between veteran and dog. Titan nudged her gently, a silent reminder of their shared triumph. In that instant, humiliation was replaced with pride, doubt with respect, and the arena with awe. The veteran stood, Titan by her side. As the crowd's applause thundered around them, she smiled, pride shining in her eyes, and knelt to hug her loyal companion. Titan leaned into her, tail wagging, ears alert, as if understanding the magnitude of their accomplishment. Spectators clapped and cheered, some whispering words of admiration, others shaking their heads in awe. Judges approached, offering handshakes and nods of respect, their earlier doubts replaced with genuine amazement. Cameras continued to flash, capturing every moment of the bond between veteran and dog. This was more than a showcase, it was a testament to courage, skill, and unwavering trust. If you were moved by this story, like, share, and subscribe, and don't miss more inspiring tales.